Happy first day of spring. This is exciting. That means new beginnings, new growth, chances to recharge and renewal. Things are going to be blossoming. Colors are coming back. Warmer days, tans, things like that. It's so exciting. That tree behind me, it's gonna be real pretty here soon. The rivers will be backed up. There's birds, animals, all gonna be coming out. It's just gonna be great. This is a great start for today to think about, especially with what's going on right now, with all the pandemic, the coronavirus. I know a lot of people I think it's starting to set in, and people are really starting to realize what's going on and what it means for them and their families and friends. And yeah, it's a scary thing. But there is some great things happening, like the pollution that has stopped for a while, like in China and Italy and other places, how much that has helped with Mother Earth and able to recharge itself and rejuvenate. And it couldn't be a better perfect time for that, especially right now with spring coming. And you know, these places like China and stuff, I think, got so affected because they live in an intensely polluted population area, and you know, this virus is something that affects the lungs, and so that's why a lot of people got sick over there so quickly and so fast, and they had a hard time recovering from that. So it kind of shows you like the importance of clean air and effects on your body. We've got to take care of that. It's a gift to us, and for if these things were to spread. And now that they had to shut down, it was able to clear out some of that. So, you know, when they came out, I can't even imagine. I wonder if it's like if they were able to breathe so much better. That would be so cool to see. I don't know. But yeah, and then Italy, you hear about like the dolphins coming up in the canals, being able to swim through there because all the boats are gone and the waters have turned clear. How freaking cool is that? And it's almost like if we can prepare for stuff like this every once in a while, a shutdown for like a month or two, you know, or a month, if we can prepare somehow, figure out ways to, you know, be able to, you know, yeah, just prepare for it, then if we could like shut things down every year for 1 month or something, you know how much good that would do for this planet? That would be so freaking nice. And a lot of other things are happening, not just with the planet, but people, you know, they're getting to spend time. They get time back. It's like almost reversal of time in a way. It's, you get that all that time you complain about all the time that you don't have to do all the things that you want to do, the plans you want to make, the time you want to spend with your kids, the time you want to spend with your, you know, your spouse, your family, the time you want to spend to create that awesome workout plan or that meal plan, time to actually go work out, time to just create things like your arts, your building things like you want to build, craftsmanship, maybe the books you want to read. You've got time to watch those movies or dig into different teachings that you want to learn more about. There's just so many opportunities and so much just freedom in this if you just really try to look at that side of it. This lady that I had just watched earlier really gave me a good outlook on this by referring to this as a snow globe effect. It's kind of like, you take your snow globe and it's, settled and everything, and that's the way life is, and then you shake it up, you shake it, and then everything gets crazy and spins and out of whack for a while, and then all of a sudden it calms down and it's like this new area, this new land. And it's kind of like that's what's kind of going on right now. There's been a shift, like I've talked kind of about before. It's a big shift in consciousness. It's a global shift this time. It's not just like little areas, pockets, like, when certain places get hurricanes or tsunamis or tornadoes or whatever. It's kind of like this is a global thing that's happening, and it's causing everybody at once to do this shift. And it's pretty cool to see, even though it's very eerie. I know a lot of people are calling it very eerie, and it is, because we've never really experienced something like this before. I know generations in the past have, but it wasn't, it's a different way of living now than they did back then. So I do understand that it is a little different, but doesn't mean we can't survive it and we can't flourish from it, So yeah, with this global, like this little snow globe thing, it gives you so much possibility and so many opportunities after everything has, or during even, while you're waiting for things to settle. Like I said, you could have all this time. You may not know what's coming exactly, like what's the settling gonna be, but you can take advantage of this time. You can really use this as an opportunity to thrive, to get yourself to where you want to be when things settle, instead of having the constant distractions that keep you from those things that you want, and the constant, like, just living as a robot almost. You're doing the same thing over and over, and this is life. You're following the sheep herd. You're just doing what everybody does. I know a lot of people are taking this time to, let's get wasted every day. And I'm not against drinking. I still like to have some fun. But just to, like, black out and be plastered and hide from, your fear of it, is kind of, I don't know, it's your choice. But like I said, you can use this time so much to flourish and to thrive through, if you just choose those opportunities and see them as they come. Clean out your house, get things organized, spring clean, right? That's gonna be so fun. Do things like that kind of, and I will say, decluttering, it does wonders for the mind. You can even do, like, as simple as cleaning out your messages that you have saved on your phone, your emails. You can do contacts, people you don't talk to anymore, that maybe don't serve your purpose anymore, that don't fit well. You can do a social media cleaning. This is a great time to do that, let me tell you. You are definitely going to see who is in fear mode and who is in positive mode of love, because especially right now, like I said, I think it's starting to really hit for people that this is some serious shit, And if your friends are if people around you who are constantly saying, like, bringing this up, that's all they want to talk about, this is the drama, and then the drama feeds their ego, then you kind of know, like, who is what and how they react to situations, especially, you know, now I know there's memes coming out about guns and things, and, you know, oh, next time I go in the superstore, I'm gonna have to shoot everybody, you know? No, guys, like, yeah, it's funny to think about your video games or whatever. Maybe you're bringing up old war unhealed wounds, but that's not how you solve things. Come on, guys, like, so you kind of get to see who's got what kind of perception going on right now, and who's able to thrive and flourish in a pandemic, you know, who you kind of want to have in your circle if we ever really do have a crisis. When this settles, you know, it's kind of like, we don't know what's coming, but who do you have in your circle, and who is here still for you? You know, some people may have, like, realized that their friends who they thought were friends were not really, because where are they, you know, now that there's a panic that maybe they've left, and, you know, you don't hear from them, or then you find out who really does care by those that kind of check up on you and see, like, hey, are you doing okay during this time? Is there anything I can help you with? It's really showing light to a lot of stuff right now, and it's very interesting to see. And like I said, those who start posting things on the internet during this very vulnerable time, what makes you think that it's okay to freaking share some of this bullshit that you're sharing? Like, how are you helping this situation? I saw something and I scrolled really quick past it because I think it was about animals, dogs, you know, and I can't handle that kind of stuff, especially right now. And it's like, who the F do you think you are to do that? Like, especially at this time. Like, that really shows character. That's sad. So, you know, things like that, defriend. I don't care. I don't want that in my support system, in my circle, especially right now. Yeah, I've seen the memes also, like, about women, you know, check your kind of notice how your men are acting right now during this. Are they actual, like, men that can help you through this end of the world type situations, you know? And it's kind of interesting to see that too, just how the women are acting and how the men are acting in their duties and stuff, and, you know, what so-called is protecting their tribe during this apocalypse, like, what they feel is right. That's also very interesting. So just kind of take notice in that. And yeah, and your single parents, make sure to check on them, because that has got to be rough. They got to play the part of both during this, and it can be very, very stressful. But like I said, it's kind of an exciting time too. You can really switch your perception and see it in a different light. I believe that there's good coming from this, and that's what I choose to believe. I don't watch a lot of the news. I don't listen to a lot of the fear mongol whatever stuff. I definitely learned how to, you know, cleanse before, and it's helped me during this time of panic, because I'm not surrounded by all that. I've gotten rid of a lot of that stuff already, so that's why I really advise to do that for yourself right now. You know, if the news is getting too bad for you, shut it off. It's your choice. That's your choice. If, you know, some friend that keeps bringing it up and, you know, wants to talk about the drama just to feed their ego, say, I can't do this right now, I need some space, and take advantage of this social distancing. If you're in a toxic work environment, if you're in a toxic relationship, if you're in a toxic whatever, like, this is your chance to step away and say, I can't be handling this right now. And while you're away, that gives you that strength to be able to, when things come back, say, that didn't work for me. I've changed. This is my plan now. And, and you'll be able to implement it. Same with, like I said, jobs. You're really starting to see who cares for their employees and who doesn't. And if they do, what kind of measures that they took, and and if they didn't, is this a company you see yourself working for in the long run? Because, do they care about you, or, are you just another robot? There's a lot to this. And also, job-wise, if, maybe, hopefully, companies will realize how amazing their employees are through this, how strong they are, and how, I know I have, it's kind of been like, oh, I hope we can start implementing working from home more, because I drive like 40 minutes to an hour and a half sometimes. It just depends on traffic. I would love to be able to work from home more, that kind of thing. And as we get more into technology, like, that's what people are wanting. They will have more time for the things, like I was saying, spend with your kids, work on projects, work out, eat better, just have some more time. So maybe this will shine light that, wow, this company can run with our employees working from home. So maybe we can start implementing that as when things calm down, and things come back. You don't know, like, there's so many possibilities with this shakeup. It gives you those opportunities to sit and really think about how we can better ourselves when it settles, because it's gonna be a new reality. You're gonna come back and look, because of the shift in the consciousness, if there wasn't, things would look the same. It would be continually being the same. But when you have that shift in consciousness, things have to be shaken up. So you see a different side of things. You see a different world, a different way of living. And without that shakeup, like I said, it would stay the same, and we would, there wouldn't be a shift in a consciousness. But obviously there is. And it's really sad that people have to die because of it. I know that's a whole nother subject that I'm not prepared yet to talk about, death and stuff. It's very sad that people sacrifice themselves in this lifetime for that, for the betters of us. But that's just kind of what's going on, and how the cycle of life works, but it also brings to light what we can do going in the future when more of this happens, and how to save, and how to lessen the amount of people that have to sacrifice themselves for the betterment of the world, So yeah, as we're shaking up and we're settling, right now is the perfect time to put your seeds in the ground if you haven't already. A lot of people do, before springtime. You set your intentions, you put whatever, you figure out what you want to manifest, and you put it into place, and you focus on that. And then this is the time of the blossom, when things are going to start coming to as a gift, like, they're going to grow and bloom. And you're going to start seeing those things, and but you have to take some action too. So, like I said, great time for that. So many opportunities, so much going on. But you have to stay in the heart space, and that's why I want to keep kind of promoting that, that you can do it even through the panic. I was luckily given the option to work on this all before last, on my own instead of during a pandemic. And I don't know if maybe it could be easier now because everybody is doing it at once and you don't feel so alone, even though you kind of do because you're, social distancing. But just know it's a collective thing. We're all in this together. It's true union. One union, we're all in together. And we're all going through this together, and we're all trying to figure it out for ourselves and our own tribes. And you can do it. You have so much you have a limitless amount of possibilities and realities and dimensions you can go. This is all part of transforming into a more quantum manifestation type way of living. And if that interests you, I have somebody that really explains it, and it's been really cool to listen to and learn about, so I can share that with you. It's going to be an exciting time, but you have to learn how to stay in your heart space and stay positive and choose that with your intentions. You have to set your intentions every day, every morning, every hour, every minute, whatever you need. Set those intentions to stay in your heart space and to focus on the positive outcomes, the positive realities, and the positive possibilities, because they're there. They're so there, and it's your choice to see it. That's your free will, is your choice on which reality you want to live in. And so yeah, what's your choice? I hope it's a good one. And yeah, feel free to come to me anytime you want to talk things through. I'm always open. Yeah. Happy spring!